being a journalist for more than 4 decades, it has always been very easy to approach politicians, especially on a very high level. You know, they are eager to be, and I was working for the Swedish radio company. So just giving a call to a secretary to a politician in the parliament or even in Brussels, no problem. They were always easy to reach, and they were very willing to come to the studio or to make an interview by telephone. But on that level now, conducting these kind of studies, even if I told them this is something done for the EU, with the European money, to understand and to investigate, is there a lack of trust within the system? They were not that eager to come and answer the questions. And I had to ring, I had to make all these emails until some of them finally surrendered, but they were not that eager. And that was quite a difference, being a journalist working for a big company and a national company like the Swedish radio. So that was one big difference for me. On the other side, it was much easier to reach, I would say, important persons for the civil society organizations. Even if Greta Thunberg finally turned down my question, she didn't have time to be interviewed. It would have been nice to have her among those grassroots organizations. I would say all the 32 interviews I made, everybody said that trustworthiness is key to democracy. That was, I would say, one of the most important findings, being the one conducting most of these interviews. I would say that is typical for the Nordic or Scandinavian countries. That must be that there is respect for even people that have opposed political views or working for a partisan civil organization. Everyone did show a respect and honor, and said that even their most fierce opponents were honest and trustworthy. And that's something that, sticks out. I would say that the respect for the others, so to say, is very, very deep rooted. To explore that, because I mean there must be a backside of this willingness to compromise, willingness to respect each other. I mean, there is no real, would you say, fight between different ideas in the Swedish political landscape. I would say that this finding a common way to make this compromise, that is the backbone, I would say, and what makes the Scandinavian societies robust and even rigid, I would say. And that has, of course, a backside that when everybody wants to be agreeable to each other, then you don't, maybe there are things in the background that is really not showing itself. If you speak to a member of parliament, they don't meet they are supposed to meet their constituency every week. Every Monday they are free to be in their community. But talking to I was talking to a mayor in one quite big city in the center of Sweden. And he said that every Tuesday he went down to the local pub and had a few beers. And that the idea was to meet his constituency, to meet the people in his community, to talk to them and to face their ideas. And that's trust in a way. And he said, I do it because I want to be challenged and I want to meet them and I want to answer all their questions or even face their anger. And I did like that. And I met, of the 32, I met 2 such people who said that this direct way of democracy is a very good way of working. Another finding, what should it be? It has been said for decades that the European system is out of touch with reality. I mean, it was all constructed decades ago in a slower society with there were fewer actors, and nowadays it's not the lack of democracy that make people hesitant or that if trust is decreasing. I would say it's the system and the lack of transparency. The machinery, the European machinery is outdated. When I get my new iPhone or my Galaxy or whatever the make, it's updated every year, isn't it? And you buy a new car and you have new electronics, new devices for security and whatever. And this system, it runs the way it always been running. So I would say one conclusion after having done all these interviews, I would say that it is the system, the European system should be more open, more transparent, more direct, faster, and Brussels should show a way to be more in people's everyday life.